Chapter 1: My Favorite Season. My favorite season is spring. In spring, the weather is warm but not hot. Trees and flowers start to bloom. I like seeing cherry blossoms in the park. The park looks very beautiful in spring. I often go for walks there. In spring, I also like to have picnics with my family. We bring sandwiches and fruit. Birds sing, and we relax under the sun. Sometimes, we fly a kite. Spring is a good time for outdoor sports. I play soccer with my friends. We play in a field near my house. Spring makes me feel happy and energetic. It is a wonderful season. Chapter 2: A Day at Work. I work in an office in the city. My office is on the 10th floor. I have a desk near the window. I can see the city from my desk. My colleagues are friendly and helpful. We work on different projects. Sometimes we have meetings. We discuss ideas and plans. I take a break for lunch at noon. After work, I feel tired but happy. I enjoy my job and my coworkers. Chapter 3: My Grandparents' House. My grandparents live in a small town. Their house is old but very cozy. It has a big garden with many flowers. My grandfather likes gardening. My grandmother cooks delicious meals. Their house always smells like fresh bread. I visit them during holidays. We go for walks in the countryside. They tell me stories about the past. At night, we watch old movies together. Their house has many photo albums. We look at pictures and they tell me stories. I love my grandparents and their house. Chapter 4: Winter Wonderland. Winter is a magical season. The ground is covered with snow. I wear a warm coat, a scarf, and gloves. My friends and I have snowball fights. We build snowmen in the park. The trees look beautiful covered in snow. We drink hot chocolate to stay warm. Sometimes, we go ice skating. The cold air makes my cheeks red. Winter nights are long and quiet. I like reading books by the fireplace. Winter has a special charm. Chapter 5: A Trip to the Zoo. Last weekend, I went to the zoo. The zoo is large with many animals. I saw lions, elephants, and monkeys. The monkeys were funny and playful. I watched the penguins swim. They looked like they were wearing suits. There was a big, colorful parrot. It could say a few words. I learned about different animals. The zookeepers feed and take care of them. We ate lunch near the giraffes. Visiting the zoo was an exciting experience. Chapter 6: Learning to Bake. My mom is teaching me to bake. We started with cookies and cakes. Baking is fun but requires patience. We measure all the ingredients carefully. The kitchen smells wonderful when we bake. I like decorating the cakes with frosting. My favorite is chocolate chip cookies. We bake some for my friends too. They always say the cookies are delicious. Baking with my mom is a special time. I am learning a lot from her. Chapter 7, A Rainy Day. Yesterday was a rainy day. The sky was gray, and it was cold. I stayed inside and watched the rain. The sound of rain is relaxing. I read my favorite book. My cat slept next to me. Rainy days are perfect for hot soup. My dad made a tasty vegetable soup. We played board games in the evening. I like the peaceful feeling of rainy days. They are quiet and calm. Chapter 8, Going to the Movies. Last night, I went to the movies. I went with my friends. We saw a new adventure movie. The movie theater was big and crowded. We bought popcorn and drinks. The movie was exciting and fun. There were many special effects. After the movie, we talked about our favorite parts. We all enjoyed the movie a lot. Going to the movies is a great way to relax. Chapter 9, My Daily Routine. Every morning, I wake up at 6:30 a.m. The first thing I do is stretch and drink water. Then, I go for a jog in the park. Jogging helps me wake up and feel energized. After jogging, I take a shower and get dressed. For breakfast, I eat oatmeal and fruit. I also drink a cup of green tea. I leave for work at 8 a.m. At work, I check my emails and start my tasks. I have lunch with my colleagues at noon. We usually eat in the office cafeteria. In the afternoon, I have meetings or continue my work. I finish work at 5:30 p.m. and head home. In the evening, I cook dinner and relax. Sometimes, I read a book or watch a movie. I go to bed around 10 p.m. This routine keeps me organized and productive. Chapter 10, Playing Soccer. I play soccer every Saturday. I am part of a local team. We practice in a field near my house. Soccer is a fun and active sport. We run a lot during the game. Teamwork is important in soccer. Our coach teaches us new techniques. We have matches against other teams. Winning is exciting, but playing well is more important. Soccer is my favorite sport. Chapter 11, My Favorite Book. I have a favorite book. It's a story about adventure and friendship. The main character is brave and kind. He travels to different places. He meets new friends on his journey. They face many challenges together. The book has exciting and funny parts. I like to read it before bed. It makes me imagine wonderful places. Every time I read it, I discover something new. This book inspires me to be brave. Chapter 12, A Day in the City. Last week, I visited the city. The city is busy and full of people. There are tall buildings and busy streets. I saw many shops and restaurants. I visited a famous museum. The museum had interesting art and history. I ate lunch at a cafe. The food was delicious. In the park, musicians were playing. The city has many things to see and do. I enjoyed my day in the city. Chapter 13, Learning a New Language. I am learning a new language. It is challenging but exciting. I practice speaking and writing every day. I listen to music in the new language. Watching movies helps me too. Sometimes I make mistakes. But I am getting better. I meet friends who speak this language. We talk and they help me learn. Learning a new language opens new doors. I am happy to learn and improve. Chapter 14, My First Camping Trip. I went camping for the first time. We set up a tent in the woods. The woods were quiet and beautiful. We made a fire and cooked dinner. At night, we told stories. I saw so many stars in the sky. Sleeping in a tent was a new experience. In the morning, we saw deer. Camping is fun and adventurous. I want to go camping again. Chapter 15, My Dream Job. When I grow up, I want to be a doctor. Doctors help people and save lives. I want to make people healthy and happy. I know I need to study a lot. Science and biology are interesting to me. I read books about famous doctors. They inspire me to work hard. Being a doctor is a big responsibility. But I am ready to learn and help people. That's my dream job. Chapter 16, A Rainy Day in My City. It rains a lot in my city. The streets look different when it rains. People carry umbrellas and wear raincoats. The sound of rain is calming. Rain makes the city feel peaceful. After the rain, everything looks fresh. Sometimes, we see rainbows. Rainy days are good for reading and relaxing. I like to watch the rain from my window. My city is beautiful, even in the rain. Chapter 17, Visiting a Farm. I visited a farm with my family. The farm had cows, chickens, and sheep. We fed the animals and petted them. The farmer showed us around. We learned how food is grown. We picked fresh vegetables. The air was fresh and clean. I liked seeing the open fields. Visiting a farm was a great experience. It made me appreciate nature more. Chapter 18, My Science Project. I am working on a science project. It's about plants and how they grow. I planted seeds in a pot. Every day, I water them and watch. I am learning about photosynthesis. My project is fun and educational. I take pictures to show the growth. I will present it to my class. Doing projects helps me understand better. Science is interesting and full of surprises. Chapter 19, A Family Barbecue. Last weekend, we had a family barbecue. We grilled burgers and hot dogs. My family and relatives came over. We ate, talked, and laughed together. My uncle played the guitar. We sang songs and enjoyed the music. It was a sunny and warm day. Barbecues are fun family gatherings. I love spending time with my family. It was a perfect day. Chapter 20, Going to the Library. I go to the library every Saturday. The library is quiet and full of books. I like to read about history and science. The library also has comics and novels. Sometimes, I study there for school. Librarians are helpful and kind. They recommend good books to read. The library is a peaceful place. I learn new things every time I visit. It's one of my favorite places. Chapter 21, A Day at the Beach. I love going to the beach in summer. The sun is bright and the sky is blue. I go there with my family. We bring a big umbrella and a picnic basket. I like building sandcastles. My sister loves collecting shells. The sea is cool and refreshing. We swim and play in the waves. Sometimes, we see dolphins. In the afternoon, we eat sandwiches and fruit. The sunset at the beach is beautiful. We stay until it gets dark. The beach is my favorite place in summer. Chapter 22, My Best Friend. My best friend's name is Alex. We met in kindergarten. Alex has short, curly hair and a big smile. We go to the same school. We like to ride bikes in the park. Alex is funny and always makes me laugh. We study together for tests. Sometimes, we play video games. Alex is good at soccer. I prefer basketball, but we play both. We share our snacks at lunch. Alex is a very kind and loyal friend. I am lucky to have a friend like Alex. Chapter 23, My Neighbor's Garden. My neighbor loves gardening. He has a beautiful garden. There are flowers, vegetables, and herbs. He spends hours taking care of it. He taught me how to plant tomatoes. Sometimes, he gives us fresh vegetables. His garden is like a small paradise. I enjoy talking to him about plants. Gardening brings him joy and peace. I admire his dedication and love for nature. Chapter 24, Retirement Plans. My uncle recently retired. He was a teacher for 35 years. Now, he has more free time. He likes to travel and see new places. He also enjoys fishing and painting. Retirement gives him time for hobbies. He visits us more often. He tells us stories of his travels. Retirement is a new chapter in his life. He is exploring new interests and activities. Chapter 25, Staying Healthy. Staying healthy is important to me. I try to eat healthy foods. Fruits, vegetables, and grains are good. I exercise 3 times a week. I like jogging in the park. Sometimes, I go swimming. Getting enough sleep is also important. I feel better when I am healthy. I also drink a lot of water. Staying healthy makes me happy and active. Chapter 26, My Children's School. My children go to a local school. They learn and play there. The school has a big playground. They have many friends at school. They study math, science, and art. Their teachers are kind and patient. I meet other parents at school events. We talk about our children's progress. The school is a big part of our community. I am happy my children like their school. Chapter 27, A Busy Day at the Restaurant. I work at a restaurant. It's a busy and lively place. I am a chef, and I cook many dishes. The kitchen is hot and noisy. We prepare food for many customers. They like our pasta and pizza. When customers are happy, I am happy. After work, I am very tired. But I love cooking and my job. Chapter 28, Meeting New People. I like meeting new people. Every person has a unique story. I meet new people at work and events. Talking to them is interesting. I learn about different cultures and ideas. Sometimes, we become friends. Meeting new people can be exciting. It broadens my view of the world. I enjoy making new connections. Chapter 29, A Visit to the Doctor. Yesterday, I visited the doctor. I had a regular health checkup. The doctor was kind and professional. He checked my heart and blood pressure. He said that I am healthy. He advised me to eat more vegetables. Regular checkups are important. They help keep me healthy. I am grateful for good health care. Chapter 30, My Sister's New Job. My sister got a new job. She is now a graphic designer. She creates designs for websites and ads. She is very creative and talented. Her job is challenging but rewarding. She works with a team of designers. They share ideas and inspire each other. She is happy with her new job. I am proud of her achievements. Chapter 31, A Weekend with Grandchildren. Last weekend, my grandchildren visited. They are energetic and full of laughter. We played games and read books. I baked cookies for them. We went to the park to play. They love swinging and sliding. Seeing them happy makes me joyful. They tell me about school and friends. Spending time with them is precious. Chapter 32, Our Family Vacation. Every year, my family goes on a vacation. We choose a different place each time. This year, we went to the mountains. The mountains were beautiful and peaceful. We stayed in a small cabin. During the day, we hiked and explored. We saw waterfalls and wild animals. In the evenings, we cooked together. We sat by the fire and talked. The stars were bright and clear at night. It was a break from our busy lives. We played games and laughed a lot. This vacation brought us closer together. It was a time to relax and enjoy nature. I will always remember our family trip. Chapter 33, My New Hobby, Photography. I recently started a new hobby, photography. I bought a camera and started taking pictures. I take photos of everything, people, nature, and cities. Photography makes me see the world differently. I look for beauty in ordinary things. I enjoy capturing special moments. Sometimes, I wake up early for sunrise photos. The light in the morning is soft and beautiful. I also like taking pictures at night. The city lights create a magical scene. I am learning about different techniques. Photography is creative and fulfilling. It's a way to express myself. I share my photos with friends and family. They encourage me and appreciate my work. Chapter 34, My First Marathon. I trained for months for my first marathon. Running a marathon was a big challenge. Every morning, I ran several miles. I also did strength training and yoga. I learned about nutrition and hydration. The training was hard but rewarding. On the day of the marathon, I was nervous. The race started early in the morning. There were thousands of runners. The crowd cheered us on. Running 26.2 miles was tough. But I kept going, step by step. Crossing the finish line was an amazing feeling. I was proud of my determination and hard work. Completing the marathon was a big achievement. Chapter 35, My Garden. I have a small garden behind my house. I grow vegetables and flowers. Gardening is relaxing and rewarding. I start my mornings in the garden. I check the plants and water them. I enjoy seeing the plants grow. I grow tomatoes, lettuce, and carrots. The flowers add color and beauty. Bees and butterflies visit my garden. I feel connected to nature. Sometimes, I sit in the garden and read. It's a peaceful place for me. My garden is my personal oasis. It brings me joy and satisfaction. I share the vegetables with my neighbors. Chapter 36, Volunteering at the Animal Shelter. I volunteer at a local animal shelter. The shelter helps homeless pets. There are dogs, cats, and sometimes rabbits. I help to feed and clean them. I also play with them and give them love. The animals are friendly and grateful. Volunteering there makes me happy. It's sad to see animals without homes. But the shelter provides a safe place. We help them find new families. Seeing an animal get adopted is rewarding. I have learned a lot about caring for pets. The shelter is an important part of our community. It teaches us compassion and responsibility. Volunteering there has changed my life. Chapter 37, A Family Reunion. Last month, we had a family reunion. Relatives came from different places. We met at my grandparents' house. It was a big gathering with lots of food. We had a barbecue and played games. I met cousins I hadn't seen in years. We shared stories and memories. Grandparents told us about their childhood. We took many photos together. In the evening, we had a campfire. We sang songs and roasted marshmallows. It was a day full of laughter and joy. Family reunions strengthen our bonds. I felt grateful for my big, loving family. It was a day to remember. Chapter 38, Learning to Dance. I started dance classes 3 months ago. I always wanted to learn how to dance. The classes are fun and energetic. We learn different styles of dance. I enjoy salsa and hip hop the most. Dancing is a great way to stay fit. It also helps me express myself. My dance teacher is inspiring and patient. Every week, I look forward to my class. Dancing has boosted my confidence. I have met new friends in the class. We practice and help each other. At the end of the course, we will have a performance. I am excited to show what I've learned. Dancing has become a passion of mine. Chapter 39: A Visit to the Aquarium. I visited the aquarium with my family. The aquarium had many different sea creatures. We saw colorful fish, sharks, and jellyfish. The jellyfish were floating gracefully. We watched a dolphin show. The dolphins were smart and playful. There was a tunnel under the water. We walked through it and saw fish above us. It felt like we were under the sea. My kids were amazed and excited. They learned about marine life. The aquarium was an educational experience. It made us appreciate the ocean more. It was a fun and memorable day. Chapter 40: My First Day of High School. My first day of high school was exciting. The school was bigger than my middle school. I was a little nervous but also eager. I found my way to my classes. I met my new teachers. They seemed kind and knowledgeable. I made a few new friends. We had lunch together and talked. The classes were interesting but challenging. I joined the art club after school. High school offers many opportunities. I am looking forward to learning more. It's a new chapter in my life. I want to make the most of it. High school will be an adventure.